I woke up to 73 missed calls, all from my mother. Her voicemail was cracked, breathless, like she'd been running through glass. "Don't come home. Dad isn't dad anymore. He killed your brother, and he's looking for you." The phone slipped in my hand. The words echoed in the hollow of my chest, but my body moved on instinct. Keys, jacket, engine roaring before I let myself think. The drive blurred into a tunnel of headlights and asphalt. Each mile felt heavier than the last, every shadow on the roadside pulling me closer to something I didn't want to see. When I turned down the familiar gravel road, he was already there, sitting on the porch like it was Sunday morning, arms relaxed on his knees, his shirt soaked, dark and sticky, blood. He looked up when my headlights cut across him. "Son," he said, smiling, "your mother needs to stop spreading lies." The smile didn't fit his face, too wide, too calm. It stretched over the man who taught me how to hold a bat, how to drive, how to stand up straight. And yet, I smelled copper. I saw stains on his hands. I noticed the axe leaning against the porch rail, wiped but not clean. Something in me splintered. A voice in my head whispered, "This isn't him." Another voice replied, "It's always been him. You just never looked close enough." "Where's Mom?" I asked. My own voice felt foreign, like it belonged to someone else. "She's resting," he said. "Too casual, too rehearsed. She panics, makes things up." The lie hit me like ice water. My mother never panicked. She endured. She survived his temper, his long silences, his unspoken rules. She didn't panic. That's when the betrayal began to seep in. Not just what he might have done tonight, but everything before. The bruises I never questioned. The nights my brother avoided dinner. The way Mom's eyes flinched when he raised his voice. Memories rearranged themselves in my head, and for the first time, the picture made sense. I didn't go inside, not that night. Instead, I left. Nodded like I believed him, like I was the obedient son he wanted. I told him I was tired from the drive. I'd see him in the morning. But the storm was already building beneath my skin. I started digging quietly. Hospital records, old police reports, whispers from neighbors. The kind of truths people bury in silence, pretending not to hear. My brother's phone was still active. I pulled his last location. Not miles away, not gone. Right here, at the house. The timestamp just hours before the calls started. And then Mom's text arrived, 2 days later. A single photo. A note written on the back of a receipt. "He thinks I'm gone. I'm hiding." Proof. Enough to keep me moving, but not enough to end it. I waited, watched, studied him from a distance. He carried on as though nothing fractured the air between us. Coffee at dawn, lawn mowed, groceries bought. The image of a father, a husband, a neighbor. But I saw the cracks now. The pauses when he thought no one looked. The hollow stare into the woods. The faint red beneath his fingernails he could never fully scrub away. The report landed on my desk 3 weeks later. DNA analysis. Blood samples collected from the porch, from the soil near the shed. 2 profiles. One matched my brother. The other, my mother's. The truth sliced through me with surgical precision. That night, I drove back. The air was still, oppressive, like the world held its breath. He sat at the kitchen table, beer in hand, waiting. I laid the folder in front of him, open, unavoidable. He looked down, his jaw tightened. No denial this time, just silence stretching long enough to choke. Finally he laughed, low, broken. "You always were too smart for your own good." I didn't yell, I didn't strike, I didn't give him the scene he wanted, chaos, fear, submission. Instead, I leaned in, calm, steady. "You buried them under your own roof, and you thought no one would see." His eyes twitched. For the first time, he looked small. Not the towering figure who dictated every breath of my childhood, just a man cornered by truth he couldn't escape. I already sent copies, I said, to the sheriff, to the press, to everyone who thought you were a good man. The beer bottle trembled in his grip. Rage burned behind his eyes, but he didn't move. He couldn't. I left him sitting there, surrounded not by walls, but by evidence, by the collapse of the myth he built. On the drive back, I didn't feel grief. Not anymore. That part of me had burned out. What I felt was clarity, the kind that strips illusions and leaves only bone. My father was never a protector, never a hero. He was a predator dressed as family, and now the mask was torn away for everyone to see. I didn't save my brother, I couldn't save my mother, but I ended the lie. And in that silence, with the road unfolding in front of me, I understood something final. He lost everything in a single moment, and I finally walked away free.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.